Hey everyone, and welcome to today's explainer. We are jumping right into something I absolutely love doing. We're going to completely deconstruct a wildly successful promotional strategy. Specifically, we're looking at a customized online gifting collection. We'll be analyzing a promotional sales campaign that was designed entirely for online marketing, showcasing some really clever items. We're talking everything from personalized hoodies to custom engraved bar necklaces, all the way up to their super premium Eternal Bloom and Heart necklace gift set. We are going to break down exactly how this collection is structured to grab attention, trigger deep emotions, and ultimately drive those sales. So think about this for a second. What actually makes a product go viral in today's age of online gifting? Because let's be honest, the e-commerce landscape is completely packed. Anyone, literally anyone, can sell a piece of jewelry or a t-shirt online. But why do some promotional videos rack up millions of views and massive conversions, while others just get lost in the doom scroll? The secret isn't actually the product itself. It's the psychology behind how that product is framed, presented, and experienced by the consumer way before they ever even click buy. To really wrap our heads around this, we have to look through the lens of what's called emotional commerce. This is a massive fundamental shift in modern retail. Emotional commerce drives purchases by creating this incredibly deep, personalized emotional resonance with the buyer, rather than just selling a basic, everyday utility. You aren't just buying a cotton sweatshirt, you're buying a literal declaration of love. You're not buying a metal necklace, you're buying a permanent, tangible memory. And that flips the entire transaction from a purely logical decision right into an emotional impulse. Here is our roadmap for today. We'll kick things off with custom apparel, or what we call wearable affection. Then we'll look at personal keepsakes, how they expand to engage the next generation, that high-ticket ultimate unboxing experience, and finally, we'll tie it all together into the perfect promotional playbook. All right, let's jump straight into section 1, wearable affection, specifically looking at custom apparel. So right at the very top of the funnel, the brand goes wide to capture attention, using highly visual, super easy to understand custom apparel. You start with the raw product, say a really vibrant pink hoodie rocking this massive, bold rose graphic and the text, "Love is you and me." It's loud, it catches the eye for sure, but then you pair it with the lifestyle application. Seeing a crisp white version actually being worn by a model, that juxtaposition is absolute gold for social media marketing. It takes an abstract item and grounds it in the real world. Wearable statements like this act as everyday reminders of a connection, and they are inherently shareable. The moment a customer puts this on, they basically become a walking billboard for the exact emotion the brand is selling. But, a smart strategy doesn't just rely on bright, loud colors. By offering neutral, versatile options, like a really clean, folded beige variation, the brand dramatically widens its net. Not everyone wants to walk around in bright pink, right? But plenty of those people still want to get in on that sentiment. Offering that beige option caters to entirely different aesthetics, maybe a more minimalist wardrobe, while keeping that core, highly marketable romantic message perfectly intact. It's a really subtle, genius way to make sure you aren't alienating buyers who just happen to prefer a different vibe. Okay, moving right along to section 2, personal keepsakes and meaningful messages. As we slide a bit further down the promotional funnel, the marketing shifts. We move away from those broad, public declarations of affection and get into intimate, hyper-specific, customized connections. Take a sleek 3D vertical bar necklace, for instance, but notice the engraving. Eternal, Love, Megan, and Jack. This right here is where personalization becomes ridiculously powerful. The brand isn't just selling a shiny piece of silver anymore, they are selling permanence. By making custom engraving the focal point, they translate standard metal features into a massive, undeniable marketing benefit. It creates a permanent record of a specific relationship, because once a product has your name on it, its perceived value completely skyrockets. It's literally one of a kind. But here is the kicker, and you've got to remember this with emotional commerce. The product itself is really only half the equation. You can have a stunning gold engraved bar necklace, but the true MVP of the whole setup is the sophisticated gift box and the deeply emotional message card tucked right behind the jewelry. In this case, tailored specifically for a sister. The brand fundamentally understands that the presentation is the product. When you're gifting, it's the unboxing and reading the message that actually triggers the tears and the hugs. By packaging it this way, the brand is handing you a complete, ready-to-go emotional experience in a box. Seriously, let's just zoom in on the copy of that message card for a second. Keep faith. Your hardest times often lead to the greatest moment of your life. The psychology happening here is just fascinating. So many consumers desperately want to give a really meaningful gift, but they struggle to find the right words. They just don't know what to say. This emotionally resonant copy directly drives conversions because it does all the sentimental heavy lifting for the buyer. The brand provides the perfect eloquence, and the buyer gets to take all the credit for a profoundly touching gift. That is a massive, massive value proposition. Next up, Section 3, engaging the next generation. Up to this point, we've focused heavily on romance and sibling bonds, but a truly bulletproof promotional strategy goes even further. The collection brilliantly expands its reach with items like a custom children's book. The cover boldly declares, "This belongs to Jonathan," surrounded by all these bright, super engaging graphics. This perfectly illustrates the brand strategically pivoting right into the incredibly lucrative parent-to-child or even grandparent-to-child gifting market. They are taking the exact same core concept, deep personalization and emotional resonance, and just applying it to a completely different medium. This is what we call niche demographic expansion, and it's brilliant. Capturing the family gifting market is a huge win because parents and grandparents are insanely motivated buyers when it comes to keepsakes for their kids. By offering a product that makes a child the literal star of their own story, the brand taps into a totally new revenue stream without having to reinvent their underlying marketing philosophy. They just adapted the canvas. Which brings us to Section 4, the ultimate unboxing experience. All right, now we have reached the climax of the promotional funnel, the premium, high-ticket centerpiece. And I want to walk you through this meticulously because this is an absolute masterclass in tactile marketing. The Eternal Bloom set is designed as a strict 3-act play. Step 1, the consumer is presented with a really unique, metallic red, apple-shaped outer shell. It just builds immediate intrigue. Step 2, they open that shell to reveal this pristine, preserved red rose sitting inside. It's romantic. It's gorgeous. And then, Step 3, beneath the rose is a hidden drawer that pulls out to reveal the sparkling heart necklace. This multi-layered unboxing isn't just nice packaging. It is deliberately engineered for viral social media sharing. It builds suspense, creates a visual reveal, and delivers a final surprise. I mean, it's practically begging to be filmed for TikTok. And even at the super premium tier, consumer choice is still absolutely critical. Showcasing variations in the promotional material, like featuring a silver heart necklace right alongside a beautiful gold option, is a very subtle way of catering to specific preferences. It ensures that the buyer feels they're customizing the entire experience, right down to the precious metal. It just reinforces that whole idea that this gift was carefully, intentionally curated specifically for the person receiving it. Finally, Section 5, the perfect promotional playbook. So let's tie the whole shebang together. The biggest, most crucial takeaway from today's explainer is just how beautifully orchestrated this entire collection is. It is not just a random assortment of products thrown at a wall. It is a highly calculated funnel. You've got your top-of-funnel shareable apparel to catch the eye and build awareness. You've got mid-funnel hyper-personalized jewelry paired with those eloquent message cards to capture specific relational bonds. You have demographic expansion through the custom kids books to bring in the family market. And finally, you have those high-ticket, viral unboxing experiences to drive premium sales. Together, they form a flawless, multi-demographic playbook driven entirely by deep personalization and premium presentation. I want to wrap up today by leaving you with a final thought to chew on. Take a second and look at your own buying habits. How do these bespoke, presentation-heavy strategies actually drive your purchasing decisions? When you buy a gift, are you really just paying for the physical object, or are you actually paying for the words, the box, and that whole emotional package the brand has expertly put together for you? It's a pretty fascinating look at how we value connection in modern retail. Thank you so much for hanging out with me for this explainer, and I really hope you walk away looking at online gifting in a completely new light. Catch you next time.